Well, there we have it. Now we know way more about both ketchup and Chicago than we ever wanted to. Ketchup is supposedly derived in this article from an eggplant sauce from China called ketchup or ketchup in the article. However, a lot of people debate that it was actually a fish sauce from Southeast Asia called catsup, or similar to that. I don't know pronunciation very well. And so they debate between the two, but they do know that whatever inspired the West, they did bring it back and try to make this weird mushroom sauce out of it. They didn't have the fish, or I guess the eggplants, to recreate exactly what they had over there, but they wanted something similar. They tried that, and of course it kind of caught on. It was good enough, and people had it, because in the 1800s, America got their hands on it and decided instead of mushrooms, which may not be the most, how do I say, popular ingredient in the US, they did have tomatoes. And there we have the modern day ketchup that has taken the globe by storm and completely killed whatever the mushroom sauce the Europeans made. Yeah, I don't know if that's still around.
No, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, but I love tomatoes. So I'm pro the American tomato ketchup.
Wonderful. Well, that has spread across, and Americans and people around the world do love ketchup on things like hamburgers and fries and hot dogs. But ironically, you will find a place in America that doesn't really like ketchup on their hot dogs. In fact, they're very upset about it. There's something called the Chicago dog, which has basically everything, including relish and mustard, like you said, that basically has everything except ketchup on it. And in fact, if you do ask for ketchup, you might be even rejected from buying the actual hot dog itself. They'll tell you to get out. Heinz, always looking to make a profit, has decided to buck this trend and try to get Chicagoans to actually have ketchup on their hot dogs. They've done this by doing some campaigns, but most recently, they will have free ketchup dispensers outside stores that don't sell it.
How rude.
Yeah, so you walk out and you can get your ketchup if you want to. Who mans these and who keeps them clean, I'm not sure. If I were the homeowners, if I were the store owners, I might call the OSHA, which is the people that do health and food and safety in America, and be like, hey, you want to check out this dirty machine I have out here? Or not Heinz has out here? Get them shut down. Sorry, Heinz, if that happens to you. It was just an idea, just some brainstorming. Anyways, some people did try ketchup on their Chicago dogs and reluctantly said that it was pretty good. However, with such diehard, strong-minded people that live in Chicago, I don't think the original Chicago dog will be changing anytime soon.
Yeah, Chicagoans do seem very proud of their food and their food culture. And
sport culture.
They like to keep that separation. Do you remember we had that article about New York pizza versus Chicago pizza? And
all the gunfights around. Just joking. No gunfights, but there could be. It is America.
Don't tempt fate.
Don't tempt fate. So, speaking of America and pizza, food in general, do you or people you know have any strong stereotypes about Americans' eating habits?
Oh yeah, definitely. And well, remember, it's just stereotypes. This is definitely not true about all Americans, but the stereotypes are about the portion size. You know, an American small is enough to feed a European family of 8, or
Wow.
There's everything is deep fried, or there's lots of frying, or at least we have that impression of perhaps Southern American eating culture. Again, yes, perhaps the big names, the hamburgers, the pizzas, the hot dogs, the donuts, the bagels. Yeah, there's some pretty iconic foods. But again, I'm sure many Americans enjoy those things, but probably not all the time. And there's probably some Americans who absolutely hate those things. So.
There could be. But they're deported immediately.
Get out.
No, I think the stereotypes, it's not that it's true, but there are those stereotypes in America, of course. And you'll have plenty of healthy I shouldn't say that, but I will, healthy eating Americans and those who lean on more of those large portion sizes and high carb, high reward meals, which are great once in a while. But yeah.
Even I, a humble Brit, like them once in a while.
Like them once in a while, or twice in a while. I mean, I'll take them twice in a while, as an American, of course. Now, why do you think people consider, and even Chicagoans, consider ketchup as a sort of unsophisticated condiment?
I think perhaps it's a victim of its own success. Ketchup is so ubiquitous. People look down on it. Oh, it's the easy thing. You just reach for the ketchup like the same sauce for everything. Perhaps that's a reason to look down on it. Or maybe if you actually observe the ingredients of ketchup, you notice it's mostly vinegar and a few colorings, and that's it. With like tiny amount of tomato, and a lot of ketchups have no tomato at all in them.
Shocking.
So people often look down on it for those reasons.
Oh. I'm glad you didn't say it's because it's American.
No, why would I ever say anything
Why would
like
we
that,
say that?
John?
Yeah. That would be crazy town.
British people would never.
Never in 100 years, million years actually. Well, you get to think about your own stereotypes of Americans and their eating habits. Let's go ahead and focus our stereotypes for today. And check out the vocabulary down below. A lot of what we said will be down there, and some new ones that you might want to check out and use later. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Grain of truth.
Grain of truth.
Condiment.
Condiment.
Etymology.
Etymology.
Kick out.
Kick out.
Backlash.
Backlash.